Good afternoon, welcome to Made by Janat. It's Anna here and it's Wednesday. That means that it is time for me to do a use it or lose it video. And today I want to revisit a thing that I did a while back, and I want to do more of those because I have used them all up. And that is using envelopes to make small notebooks. This is a really easy craft, and all I did last time was that I glued them shut. I folded them, I filled them with papers, I sewed the paper in. Right. Sorry, I glued them shut, I folded them, then I sewed all around them, then I sewed in papers and one signature in each. And I'm gonna do the same thing today, but I want to decorate them as well to make them a bit more fun. And I have a bunch of different type of envelopes. Most of them have been used, and I'm gonna start by doing the gluing. So I want some glue, and I'm just going to start. I hope you are all doing well. I'm doing well. As I said, it's Wednesday, it's my day off, and I had to emergency go and buy some jeans because my jeans suddenly had a hole in them. So that's what I did today. And my Ellen, my eldest daughter, she came with me. She's 23, so she's a good companion when it comes to buying clothes. Yeah, that will have to do. And as I said, I'm gonna sew all around this as well, so it will be shut. Yeah, and then we had a bit of sushi for lunch. So yeah, it was really nice. And now I'm thirsty because sushi is really salty. That will go out of the first day cover. Maybe I can use this for collaging or something, or I can make another little note thing with it. That's an idea. So I'm gonna close it like so. This one is closed, but I can still run a bit of glue at the top. Yeah, so this was my free Wednesday, and we are probably going to the store later. So that's my day. I should have done a machine of washing, but I didn't. That will have to wait until another day. Yeah, so this is today's craft. Starting out really easy, and I will have to pause you later and run to my sewing machine, which is upstairs. I might have to take the leather out though, because I don't want that there. Chainmail. So this I could also use in most of also collaging or something. There we go. Nice and easy and quick. So these will just be folded like that. I'm going to use bone folder to really make them flat. Let's glue that little flap down as well, shall we? There we go. Yeah, so nice and easy crafting today. And this is a really good way to use up envelopes. I'm currently making a list in my idea journal. I have a one idea journal where I put in examples of stuff that I learned to make from people, and I write their YouTube channel or whatever, so I know where to find it. And then I have one little journal where I just write down or jot down or draw down ideas. And that's, I have started a page, 10 ways to use envelopes in your junk journals. And I'm not the first one to do this, but I'm thinking about maybe doing a series where I show one way to use envelopes in each video, and this might be one of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 start of booklets. And I think I'm going to start, actually next step will be to find some papers to put in, because I think I might be sewing a bit later. Let me see what I have. This is some kind of book page. Maybe I would like to use up my scraps and not having to put any back. Oh, that was crooked. There we go. And I'm going to want a ruler to tear off the excess pieces. There we go. Can that fit in there? Yes, that is perfect. So 1. And let's see what I have more. Reaching into my scrap box here, pulling out a bunch of papers. All different sizes and colors. Here we have some ledger type thing. And I am going to, that will be perfect, I thought. It won't be, but almost. I'm going to tear a piece off. So I could do the measuring. I could take out my ruler and do measuring, and but no, I'm gonna use just my creativity and see what I end up with. Here we have a nice bunch of tea-dyed scraps. I'm betting these could be and all don't have to be the same size. They can be bigger, they can be smaller, they can be any size you like. That's a good size as well, I think. There we go. So that's 2. I want about 3 or 4 in each, at least. I don't want them to be too bulky and bulk up my pages, but at the same time I want them to have some kind of a little bit of heft to them. I have one already folded. Perfect. So there we have 3. 1, 2, 3 for this one. Perfect. Let's put a paper clip on it. Perfect, perfect. Then I have, let's see, here's some ledger. That also is already folded. Let's see. Perfect. Let's make another fold. In this one, yes, and then I have a bunch of papers here, even more ledger. 2, so let's just do like that. Yeah, And the other one can go into that one. Yes. And this. So as I said, all this comes from my scrap box. Let's use some tea dye paper as well. And here comes my son shouting, so I'm gonna pause you for a second. Okay, so you wanted to ask me a question. Oh, that was really rusty. Let's take this one. So we have 3 in this one as well. And here we have just 1. Let's do a tea dye in here as well. 2, and I don't mind that these are smaller. 2. Because all the small scraps will have to be used up as well. Could also do a smaller journal with all these tiny ones. Should just have some kind of frame for it. That one can go in here. Now we have 3 here as well. 1, 2, 3. And so yeah, 1 and 2 and 2. This could be a fun little journal as well. There's another tea dyed. I bet that is a good one. Yeah. And 2 and 3. Yeah, and I don't mind that they stick out a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. That one will have to be shortened a little bit though. 1 and 2. So this weekend, if everything goes according to plan, my husband and my 2 youngest kids are going to go away for the weekend and doing some competing in mountain bike. And if I'm lucky, I'm going to be home alone. And if I'm home alone, I have a plan to try and do some eco-dyeing again. This time I want to eco-dye some fabric. I haven't done that, so I'm a bit tempted to do that. So hopefully I will. 1 and 2, and let's get some ledger in there. We don't have any ledger in that one, do we? Let's use a piece of this. There we go. So this will be quick and easy, as I said. So I'm gonna pause you, go upstairs and sew around these. And I'm thinking, do I want to sew them in by hand or do I want to machine stitch them? If I machine stitch them, you will see when I come down. So I will be right back. Give me a second. I am back. So I have sewn these. I've sewn around them, and then I actually decided to sew in the papers on my machine as well. I decided to not all the threads before I started the video, because you don't have to watch me knots on threads, right? Then I have taken my bone folder and just flatten out the seams a bit. It makes it look a little bit nicer. So most of them I have sewn around with straight stitch, but one I decided to do a zigzag, and I wish I had, this was the last one, I wish I had made that on more of them, but never mind. Now we are going to decorate it. And I just realized that 3 of them, 2 are from to this person and 3 are to this person. So I managed to get from the same person's mail. So to help me, I have got my usual suspects. The stamps already on, but I have labels, of course, and I have what's it called? Can you tell me? Tim Holtz mini people, of course. Tim Holtz people, check it out. And they are still no, maybe not too big. Maybe they can go on. Anyway, I want to use some of these. And it would be good if I could use some of the bigger ones. Those could go on there. I am going to make a masculine journal. Not today, but very soon. She looks a bit athletic, doesn't she? And then we have the Olympics stamps. That could be quite fun. Yes, she will go on there. They will go on there. I believe I'm going to put them there. I think. What else do I want? It's too big. Too big, too big, too big. These could go on. That's an option. Remember the boys? That's even better. Let's go with them. I have lots of the groups, as you can see, and they are quite big, so I have to do big things with the groups. Oh, these are fun with the striped socks. No, these I don't want to use something that covers up the whole thing. I want a smaller something there. Could go with something on the side. Then something, but I did like those girls, didn't I? A girl and a boy. It must be a girl and a boy. They will go on there. Yes. So 2 more. Too big. Definitely too big. What media? The same ones. They keep popping up. He is reusing his people in the different packs. Here's a happy bride and groom. That's a Christmas stamp, but I don't mind. They can go on there. Here we have just one guy with the striped socks. Have I cut him loose from someone? Maybe I have. Just leafing through, seeing what I can addition on this. Oh, the boy and the dog. Yes, bingo. I didn't even get to say audition before I found it. So I am going to do a restock of these because I can't remember if I told you, but one of my previous a scrapbooking shop that I previously bought from online is going to close, and they decided that they're gonna do 50% off the entire stash. So I bought a few packs of different paper dolls and stuff that I didn't have. I'm gonna ink all these little people. And this I didn't do last time. This is done, but I want to do something. So I'm gonna ink all the people, and then I'm gonna see if I want something more. And top of my stash today is vintage photos, so that's what we're gonna do. So, as I said, Wednesday, and this is my third week back to work after my summer holiday, and I'm quite pleased about it. Let's get rid of that. I am doing good, and yeah, it's I'm actually looking forward to autumn now. Not that I don't like summer, because I love summer and sun, but some, you know, some cozy clothes, and not having to have a bad conscience almost for staying in. Just, you know, cozying up in the sofa, fussy cutting some stuff, having nice coffees and teas, and curling up on the sofa with a good book, lighting candles. There's so many nice things about autumn, if you ask me. And I'm looking forward to it. And then there's Christmas. And then we're almost spring again. So it's fast. Life is moving fast. Let's get this wannabe ballerina stuck on that little journal. Let's get this to the side, and he is, I would prefer if he was there, because they are almost covering up the entire post stamp, but yeah. So I don't think they're gonna need as much. Maybe they can do something down here to sit on. And I think I might have a sticker I can put there. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe even a big label. I'm trying to get to my stash. Let's do one of those maybe. They can sit on it. That didn't do much. And they don't fit. But something is happening behind them. If I glue that down there. Yeah? Could decorate the back as well if you like. But I might leave that to the new owner of this journal that these are going into, or this one, because I seldom put more than one of the same thing in each journal. I know some people do. I don't. I try to spread them out a bit, unless they are really themed, like, you know, birds or flowers or botanical journals, or, you know, all those kind of things. Speaking of, my landscape journal is more or less done. I am going to sew in the signatures tonight, I think, if I have the energy for it. But let's put them here. There we go. Question is what I'm going to do next. As usual, I have a few options. I could do a really quirky book. Lots of gothic stuff. I'm a little bit in the mood of gothic stuff. I like that. That's cute. Or I could make... Let's see what she needs. She could do with a little label down here, I think. Let me see what I can find in my stash. I am also a bit in the mood for a masculine journal or a botanical one. A botanical one is really long ago that I did. Yeah, let's do that. This is easy crafting. So I'm just gonna add a touch of ink here, and then I'm gonna glue it down. Yeah, so I haven't really decided. I was going this morning before I went out. I forgot about time. I was on my way into my living room where I have some of the books that I'm bought to make into journals. Not many. I thought I would, just go through the shelves a bit, look at them, touch a few books, and see which one spoke to me and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be your next journal." But then I looked at the clock and realized that, oh no, I'm gonna be late. So yeah, I didn't make a decision this morning, unfortunately. That was also really cute. I like those decorated. I am so happy that I decided to make them decorated this time, because this will be nice stuff to put in my pockets in my journals, and that is gorgeous. That doesn't need anything else, just gorgeous. And the sewing around these make them a bit more sturdy, and also makes them look a bit more, finished, well made. Or not well made, because I sew like I don't know, never straight, but finished off like. Anyway, so we will see if I decide to make a masculine journal, or if I decide to make a I would like them over there. Let's just put them down. Or if it's gonna be a botanical one or a quirky one, I don't know. But I have made a few on the prettier side lately. I mean, Summer Blues was kind of pretty journal. Fleur was also kind of pretty, and Daisy was definitely a pretty journal with laces, and she is adorable, and she's available if anyone is interested. I will still ship to USA, and it seems like they have changed the tolls a bit, so it won't be as hefty as we thought. Oh, those boys need something to sit on. Definitely. Maybe I have some kind of big label they can sit on. Maybe I do have something. How about... Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Let's put them on the registered number, special number 44044B, permit to purchase. This is just one of those printable labels that I purchased a few years back and then decided to use. So let's put it here, and let's do the men. So a masculine journal, and I also, that one I already know which cover I'm gonna use, because I have a boyish cover, and I have some ephemera for it. But yeah, I don't know. We will see, but I'm in the mood to start a new one. Maybe I can do that this weekend while I am boiling my eco dyeing stuff, or I can do it afterwards. I don't know. Let's see. That one is also quite nice. And then we have this one. So I'm just gonna pause you for a second. Sorry about that. It was my husband who came home, so he wanted to say hi. And we'll have this cutie. Oh, I want something down here. Something small. Maybe we can do a notes and endorsements down here. Yes, let's do that. Perfect. So, yeah, this is my use it or lose it for today. Oops, things flying all over. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to show you all the ones we made in a second. And I believe my next video will probably be either a flip through on the landscape journal, who still doesn't have a name. She doesn't have a name. Or it will be the start of a new one. Maybe I will start, make a bit of work in my big book of everything. I don't know. We will see where it takes us. There we go. That is adorable. Let me stand up and show you what we made today. First we have this one. The small notebook with the boy and the dog. And a small notebook. Lovely. This is a great pocket stuffer. We have the masculine one with a man sitting there drinking their beer. Am I in frame? Yes, I am. That's also a fun one. And a great way to use up envelopes. We have the wedding photograph. Probably from the 40s maybe, or 30s. Or 20s if you look at her dress. Then we have the lovely siblings. Fun with a first day cover. We have the little ballerina. Really cute. And we have this one with the boys sitting there. They look to be in about the same age my son is, about 13 something. He had a birthday yesterday and we celebrated him. It was really nice. Anyway, thank you all so much for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you think what you think about this, or if you're going to try it yourselves, or if you usually do this. I will be back really soon with another video. Bye for now.